Hey guys, you're welcome to Soft Sports TV, and my name is Soft Sasapi, or you can call me Soft. And as usual, I've got my friend here, Evo. You're welcome, bro.
Thank you very much, man. Welcome, guys.
Trust me, you won't be thanking me when I start with the banter, I promise you. Okay, this is Soft Sports TV, and we're here to talk sports. A lot happened over the weekend, especially in football, and we'll just try to give a bit of a review on some of the actions that happened over the weekend, okay? But before we go ahead, if you have not subscribed to this channel, it doesn't cause any stress or any hassle. Come on, click on the subscribe button, follow us on all our social media platforms as you find them in our bio, okay? Like this video, share this video, and drop your comments. Let's be interactive, all right? Now, it's time for action. Let's start with your team. You're an Arsenal fan, obviously. And
Yeah, a very proud one.
oh, okay, I'm very proud of you. You'll be so proud when I start this banter, I promise you. Okay, so
I'm all for it, man.
Arsenal, the Gunners, you played against Fulham, a team that's supposed to be Fulham, but they were halved. They were reduced to 10 men. They were no longer full, but you still managed to make them appear as Fulham, and they picked up a point, which seemed like 3 points to them because looking at the circumstances, one man down at the Emirates, few minutes to go, and yet they controlled the game and picked up fantastic points. So a lot happened. Tactical changes, personnel, players being scapegoated. So many things happened. But I'll leave you to that. I'll leave that to you to explain. But it's always drama whenever Arsenal play Fulham. It's either you see Arsenal trying to get the equalizer or Arsenal trying to get the winner. Because I know whenever Arsenal play Fulham at the Emirates Stadium, it's never ever a straight game. There's always this tense atmosphere that comes with it. And to be fair, Arsenal this season have decided to apply that in every game. All the games this season from Arsenal has always ended in they all ended in a very tense atmosphere. First game to Nottingham Forest, they were controlling the game, and next thing they just took their foot off the pedal and they almost lost the game or even dropped points. The one against Crystal Palace, they were in cruise control, and the next thing they took their foot off the gas and they got a red card and they struggled and managed to get the 3 points. And the same thing here with Arsenal. So it seems they can't actually control the game from start to finish, which is a big problem for any team, especially a team that's trying to win the Premier League. But I'll leave that to you, Eva. Tell me your reaction from all of this.
Oh man, just like you said, Arsenal Fulham is always full of drama. There's no surprise. It's the London Derby. Beyond the 3 points, there's always bragging rights. So this game was the same thing. From Arsenal points, it wasn't good enough. A team that wants to challenge for the title, you've got to take all 3 points at home against a Fulham team who I think are actually decent, yeah, but Arsenal should just get the 3 points. It's not good enough. The game started when Arsenal considered a very annoying goal from an error. This is the third time this is happening in 2023, and it's not acceptable for a team as good as Arsenal. And then when they managed to turn the game around and Fulham, like you said, were not full, were reduced to 10 men, you would expect Arsenal to take advantage and go all out to take 3 points. But it wasn't the case. Somehow they just became a bit complacent and dropped points. So it's not good enough. If you asked me this question a few days ago when I was upset and a bit emotional, I would have been ranting at the top of my voice. But right now, I just want to be more of an analyst than a fan. And so it is what it is. Hopefully, we'll learn from their mistakes and they will come back.
Yeah, Arsenal being Arsenal, but what do you actually think about the tactical changes and Arteta dropping Gabriel Magalhaes and using Partey as a right back, playing Kai Havertz in that position, leaving Rice as the only six, bringing in Trossard instead of Nketiah? What do you think he's trying to do?
Well, I wish I had direct contact to Mikel. I would have asked him the same question. I mean, there's a lot of this and that going on, and it's difficult to explain what you want to achieve. I mean, you had a good team, a team that challenged City, and you were able to gather about 85 points or thereabouts. So why the sudden change? Why are you trying to change tactics? Why are you trying to change the team? Why are players playing out of position and all this? This is only Mikel. It's only Mikel that can answer this question. These are things that probably would have been done during preseason, and then when you start the season, you have a team to rely on. But at the moment, it looks like we're still in preseason because we're still experimenting. We're still trying to adjust tactics. We're still trying to be ahead of the curve and all that. I don't think that is necessary at this point in time. This is it, and that's why beyond the Fulham game, we have not been playing too well. Yeah, we've been dominating the possession and all that, but are we really creating chances? No, we're not. We're not creating clear-cut chances. It's been more of individual brilliance from the players, penalties or this and that and all that. So he needs to fix this up. He needs to fix this up. He needs to realize that whatever I'm trying to do at the moment has not really worked. So I need to adjust something. If there's any player I need to drop, that player needs to be dropped. And if there is somebody
Don't go
on the
too
bench
far.
that needs to start, that player needs to start.
If you want to talk to him directly. Don't beat about the bush. Are you trying to say Kai Havertz has come in to cause an imbalance in the team? Is Arteta trying to fit Kai Havertz into this team, and by doing so, losing the balance in other places?
I mean, it's obvious for everyone to see. I'm not really the type of guy that just wants to condemn a player just for the sake of it, you know. So I like to give players the opportunity to prove everyone right or wrong whatsoever. But at the moment, the whole Kai Havertz thing has not worked. It might work in the future, but right now, it hasn't worked. You don't need to force it. You don't need to force it. It should be a gradual process. I mean, let your team flow and then give him minutes to adjust. Let the other players around him understand him. You don't just throw him in the middle. See, even if it's not just working at the moment, that's just it. It's not just working. So he needs to realize that this thing is not really working. Kai Havertz has played as an attacker for the past 4 or 5 years. Even in his national team, he's playing as an attacker. So you can't suddenly just change a player to a midfielder within 2 3 weeks. It doesn't work that way. So he needs to let things flow. And you need to protect the player as well because the fans are turning against him. They are booing him and all of that. You don't need to try to prove a point. Protect the player by taking off the player, keep the player aside, and let the player start getting minutes, maybe the last 10, 15 minutes and thereabout until he gains his confidence and start repaying the fans.
Okay, all right. About protecting the player. There's one player who used to be a regular, but he's no longer a regular right now. We don't know what's happening, if he's actually going to Saudi Arabia. Gabriel, what's up with
Yeah.
Gabriel? Why is he being dropped?
Oh well, the manager has come out to say that he has a lot of options, and those who are supposed to start will start, and those who are supposed to come from the bench and help will do that. That even Gabriel himself knows why he's on the bench. But who knows if that's the main issue? The whole rumor of going to Saudi Arabia is somewhere by the corner. You can never tell. And you always, no disrespect to Brazilians, but we know Brazilians, they don't joke with money. If you throw money, they will jump at it.
Yeah,
So
forget
nobody
about
knows what's
Brazilians.
going on
We
behind
all
this.
don't joke with money.
So nobody knows what's going on behind the scene. But I hope whatever it is, it's quickly resolved so we can
Okay.
get our best players starting.
All right. Let's leave your team alone. Let's go down to one of the greatest comebacks I've seen in my life. I think prior to now, one of the greatest I saw was February 2011, Arsenal versus Newcastle. And
Yeah.
I remember that day I was in the basketball court and I was just going through, I think it was goal.com. I saw Arsenal first half 4-0. I was like, easy game. Next thing I came back, I checked my phone, I saw 4-4. I had to go to the date to check, is it the same game? So That was a big comeback at the St. James Park, but another big comeback yesterday. Liverpool versus Newcastle. Got a red card in the first half with a man down. A red card to a key player, their captain, but the energy from those players, the determination, the belief, the tactics also by the coach, Darwin Núñez. I mean, he's the win. He came in to bring the win for them, and it was much, much needed. I've never seen that kind of win in a long time in football. What do you think happened to Newcastle? Do you think they were complacent?
Well, first of all, so I said you didn't need to remind me of the Arsenal versus Newcastle game. That's supposed to be a forgotten.
I did warn you.
Whatever you were not supposed to mention that. I've seen lots of wonderful comeback. You're not supposed to mention that. I won't even put that among my top 10. In fact, even in my top 20, it won't be there. So let's not even go there. But about the game against Liverpool,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it complacent? I feel I would rather put it as poor game management by Newcastle United. And Liverpool showed what they're made of. They're a big team, big players, big manager, so they know how to manage situations like this. Newcastle, on the other hand, probably got carried away. It felt like at home, St. James Park is a fortress, and we're leading Liverpool by a goal to nil with a man down. Then we just by 90 minutes we'll probably be 3 or 4 goals ahead. But it didn't work out that way. After the game, the Liverpool manager club said during halftime, he spoke with the players and he said, if you can turn this game around, we'll have something to tell our kids, you know. So that probably got to them and they got back to the field and they showed real character. That's what you expect from top teams. And Darwin Núñez coming from the bench with so much energy, trickery, and all that, getting those wonderful goals to seal the victory for Liverpool. That's what you get when you have top players both on the field and the ones on the bench contributing as well. So credit to Liverpool, and I think congratulations to them. They deserve it.
Okay, just to say something nice to you now. At least we can now finally say that Darwin Núñez is finally reaching Eddie Nketiah's level.
I don't think he's at that level yet. He has 2 goals. Eddie Nketiah has 2 goals and he has won a penalty. So I'll count that for him. So let's say 3 goals contribution.
2.5 goals.
He's not there yet.
Okay, let's leave that now and go just straight into some transfer report. My phone just gave me an alert now. Mo Salah, trust me, is a wanted man. There are loads of wanted players by the Saudi league, but Mo Salah is like the most wanted right now.
Yeah,
I've heard that you're willing to pay 150 million for Mo Salah to go to Al Ittihad before the summer window ends. If
how old is he?
150 million.
Now, how old is Mo Salah?
31.
And $150. 50 million bucks for Mo Salah.
The money is not coming into your account. Stop thinking about it like it's going into your account. Calm down. Hey, tranquilo, calm down. The money is not going to your account. It's not for you. Okay. So if you were Jurgen Klopp or the Liverpool management, would you let Salah go right now for that money?
Man, that's tough. It's about priority. What is Liverpool's priority this season? Do they really, really want to challenge for the league?
Of course, they want to come back. They want to come back.
If that's what they want, then to hell with the money. They will stick with Mo Salah. Mo Salah is a very important player for Liverpool. Like so important. He has scored lots of goals, created a lot of chances, assists, and here and there. Okay. I can't imagine the Liverpool team without Mo Salah. Yeah, they could go to transfer window is still open. They could get 1 or 2 players there, but it's difficult. It will be difficult to replace Mo Salah.
Guess who?
But
who will you get?
There are players out there. No, I will not. I can't scout for Liverpool. I cannot scout for my enemies. I'm not going to do that. So at the same time, if their priority this season is not necessarily to win the league, but to get back to top 4 and to just compete, at least get back to the level that they are known for, then $150 is not $150 million is not the kind of funds you reject. So you can just let him go. Know that first of all, you're getting 150 million pounds, and then the wages. Mo Salah commands close to 400, so that's gone. Then you can go all out in the market, sign one or two players that might not necessarily give you what Mo Salah will give you this season, but they can grow to become a very important player for Liverpool in the future. So at the end of the day, it depends on what's their priority for
Well,
the
for
season.
me, I'll let him go right now. Like right now, honestly, right now, I'll let him go because the team is in the transition phase. They're trying to come back. I'll just let him go and just start again. That's just me, though. Maybe I'm greedy, but that's just me. Okay, let's leave that now. Let's talk about quickly to wrap up. Nigeria. For some reason, we keep making videos about hot strikers, informed strikers.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to other positions. Is it that Nigerians only love to play as attackers? There's never been a time where we mention like 5 defenders in Nigeria doing it big time or midfielders. It's always strikers. There are always loads of them. I remember as far back as 2012, when I did an article for Stephen Keshi and the strikers he was going to take to the AFCON. It was like 2 full pages on the newspaper for strikers to take, and there were 13 of them that were in good form. So over the weekend, we've seen them still, doing things in their good strides. Victor Boniface, man, what a striker. Taiwo Awoniyi, who made Onana look like he had some sort of seizure. I don't know what Onana was doing. Victor Osimhen, he's still scoring. Kelechi Iheanacho, even if he's in the championship, he got an assist and he played really, really well. And right now he's being wanted by Wolves, which is something we'll still talk about, but we'll see how the story develops for the next video. But why do we always have this thing of only good strikers and no midfielders and no defenders? What's up? Quickly.
I think there's no particular explanation for this. These things happen in football. There are eras. There's a particular era where the national team will have lots of wonderful defenders, average midfielders, average attackers. And then there are also eras where you will find the national team with wonderful midfielders, average defenders, average strikers. I think right now we are at the era where we are producing wonderful strikers. And you didn't even mention all of them. What about Gift Orban?
I couldn't mention.
The young man is doing.
I didn't want to offend you. You know, Gift Orban has a problem with us now. So he said, "You guys, you like ambition." So I did.
I'll spare him for now and just praise him because he's doing a wonderful stuff in Belgium. So we are producing lots of wonderful attackers, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But it remains to be seen how Nigeria as a country will exploit, we explore these options that we have and make good use of them. Let's benefit from them. Last season there was Lookman also who was banging in goals for free, just banging in goals for Atlanta. So I think it's just an issue of era, and this is the era where we're producing wonderful attackers, and long may it continue.
Okay, long may it continue. I don't know if I can say that for the coach of the Super Eagles right now because I don't think his contract is still in. We'll get loads of information about that and do it on the next video. Rumors even having it that Augustine Eguavoen might even step in to be the interim coach again, but not official, just rumors. Okay, but yeah, that's enough for football today. And just quickly, just to drop this one in 2 minutes, there's this athlete from America, Noah Lyles, I think that's what it's called, who just won fantastic race and in the current ongoing athletics world championship. And he had a go at the NBA saying the NBA shouldn't be classified as a world competition because it's just in America. So why do they call them world champions? I mean, you don't see flags there. It's just, it has raised a lot of debates right now. Some NBA players have been offended and they have said, look, we've got the likes of Joel Embiid, we've got Giannis, we've got Jokic, players from different parts of the world coming to play there. That's why it's called the World Championship. But some would say, why is the English Premier League not called the World Football?
World Premier League.
You understand? So it's a thing of, choice of word, but I just wanted to get your take on it. What do you think? Should it be called the world, classified as a world category, or is it just an
Why
amendment?
why should it be called the world? You want to change the name for what? For what exactly? I mean, just like you mentioned, the English Premier League is it English World Premier League? It's nothing like that. Imagine having a few Ghanaians and Egyptians playing in the MPFL, and then we switch the name. It's no longer in Nigerian Premier League. It's now African Premier League. It's not possible. It's the NBA belongs to Americans, so own it. It's your stuff. Don't try to don't, just because you have players from different countries, different continents participating is not enough to feel like it's a world basketball tournament. We in football we have FIFA World Cup. That's for everybody, the world. There are flags there representing different countries, continent, and all that. We also have the UEFA Champions League. UEFA Champions League is specifically for European teams. So let's everybody know una day. If you are Europe,
Well,
Europe,
I think
America, own up.
it's fair to
Just
say the US is in a world of its own, right? Let's just leave it at that. Okay, thank you very much, Eva. I really appreciate it. And thank you too for watching this video. Like I said before, if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, okay? Like and share this video and drop your comment. Let us know what you think. Would you let Mo Salah go for 150 million pounds? Would you go out to get another player, or would you keep him? And what's up with the Nigerian issue, the thing with the coach, and we've got loads of strikers, but the other departments in the team not really doing well. What's happening? And we've got a lot of transfer gist going on. You can just let us know. Just make the comment section more engaging and more interactive, okay? And let us know what you think about Soft Sports TV. You can come up with your criticisms. Don't worry. Eval is here. He's got a big chest. He can anything. Yeah. And give us
a
your
big chest.
you carry person for mind. That make your chest big.
It's broad though, but not big enough to accept anything. If you come for me, I'll be here for you to share.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Okay. My name is Soft Asepi. You can call me Soft, and that's my guy Eval. I'm saying, have a lovely week.
Peace out, man.